What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Tyrako here. Today, I want to talk about the Dragon tournament we currently have going on. And to be honest, I was quite impressed to see that we have the Void Shard back at the top reward, as well as some Ancient Shards on the side, and then some 6-star Epic Relentless gear if you win first place, or second place is 5-star, right? It usually is 5-star. But these are actually some pretty decent rewards for a dungeon that is definitely worth farming. So I want to share with you guys my team that I'm using, well, my solo champions, but also Lizardman faction in general. Chogger, an amazing champion. I believe I've done him solo in stage 25 before, but he can definitely solo dragon. Poison champion, absolutely amazing. If you have him, definitely use him. Pretty easy to build. Throw him in Toxic Set, I believe it was, and he does it no problem. Dracomorph, he's going to make speed runs possible. Unfortunately, I don't have him. So Dragon stage 20 as well as stage 24, Draco is going to be absolutely amazing. Fushan can solo stage 20, which I will be showing, which I know a lot of players do have him, either in their Myth Fu team, which if you have him there, you're probably not going to change him, but you can run him alongside somebody and it work out well. Can you get him from the token trader? Yeah, you can. So I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't do anything from the token trader. This is just a load of garbage, to be honest. But you could get him from the token trader, and then you could solo Dragon stage 20, and you could use Tomb Lord to solo Ice Golem. But either way, that's like so many dupes just wasted. It's, oh my gosh, it's so awful. The token trader, like, I have a lot of legendaries, I'd say, but I'm definitely not using the token trader no time soon. Very, very few players are going to use it, and the players who do use it probably don't need it anyways. Krisk is obviously going to be good, not necessarily conducive for speed runs. Ramen 2, very similar, going to be good, but not necessarily amazing for speed runs. I'm talking like sub 1 minute compared to like Dracomorph. Can be used though. Venomage, the top tier champion for Dragon Stage 20. So good. Dragon Stage 24, unfortunately, they recently changed and added the most annoying champion, Marksman. Well, he's always been there. Where is he at? But they buffed him, so now his A1 has a 25% chance of granting an extra turn. It used to not have that, I don't believe. So now he's able to potentially one-shot any champion you bring, which is awful. It's so bad. So since they've added that, Dragon Stage 24 with Venomage has become a lot less consistent than it was before, because I previously had a 100% consistent run rate. So if you're doing stage 24 with Venomage, bring another champion alongside Venomage and you should be good. But besides those champions, what else are you guys using? For me, I'm going to do stage 20, but Venomage, Fushan, Draco, Chogger, I feel like they're the main champions. Necmo, maybe in Toxic Gear? Possibly? I don't know. Kind of doubt that. But either way, let me show you guys my champion builds. We'll do the runs real quick. So if you guys just want to build these champs, make sure though, make sure that you're actually using Lizardman faction more food. Because I tried to run this at first with these two champions. I was like, you know, I can level some of these shadow bow people as I'm actually progressing. And then I realized they're not Lizardmen. So I can't do that. It's a bad idea. So Fushan, he's in lifesteal gear, very important. HP, get it decent. I'd say 38,000, I feel pretty safe. Some spots are a little bit sketchy. Good speed, 219's been good. I think you can probably go as low as 210. Should be fine. You only need 85% crit rate because you're strong affinity on stage 20. Stage 20 is going to be the most efficient for tournament points. So go ahead and just do stage 20. I don't think 24, 25 is really worth doing, in my opinion, just because it's going to be slower. You are going to get better gear, but for me, it's going to be quite a bit slower unless you can make Venomage go along somebody who keeps it pretty fast and you can keep Venomage alive, which Krisk could do that. But if I make a video with Krisk, people probably not going to be too happy. So accuracy, 249, 200 plus, you're going to be perfectly fine. Now, this is super important, okay? He's fully booked. That's not as important. But this, you will die on the dragon if you do not have this. You have to have blast proof. So as far as I'm aware, the dragon, when it does its big breath, it does 25% HP the first time, 50% HP the second time, 75% of your health the third time, and the fourth time is 100% of your HP. Well, if you have this right here, reducing his damage by 5%, that last hit is not going to kill you. So instead of the fourth hit killing you, the fifth hit will kill you. And you'll notice with Fushan, he takes the fourth hit almost every single time. So if you're able to survive that one extra hit, you're going to be able to kill the dragon. Giant Slayer is definitely needed, so pick up Giant Slayer. He has a multi-hitter on his A2 as well as his A3, which honestly may make War Master a little bit better. I don't know. Either way, I just picked Giant Slayer. Either one should be fine. Let's go ahead and jump in here and see how they run. Oh, let me show you guys my Venomage real quick in case you just want to go off these builds. So Venomage right here. And Perception plus Regeneration. You can do Regeneration plus Immortal. Venomage is fairly easy to build because of the heal reduction. damage reduction. So passive ability, very, very nice to have. So we have good HP, definitely gonna push HP, push defense, keep the speed 220 plus, accuracy 200, and you do need resistance. So 215 accuracy, 315 plus resistance, you should be good to go. As far as the skills go, fully booked. We do have an accuracy aura, so you can get by with a little bit less accuracy. He is neutral affinity, or she is neutral affinity. It is neutral affinity, but make sure you bring in blast proof as well. You want to make sure you're surviving the big AoE attacks. But to be honest, Venomage should be fine because the dragon is not going to kill Venomage. Venomage has poisons, whereas with Fushan, there's no poisons. So if you're bringing a champion like this, doesn't have poisons, but can do a lot of damage, then you got to make sure you bring that blast proof ability. It's going to make all the difference. With Fushan, you're going to have to push his damage. You're going to have to make sure he's hitting pretty hard to clear these waves. Or you could technically make him not hit as hard, just be very survivable. And he'll be able to do it. It's just going to be pretty slow. But if you push his damage up even more than what it currently is, then he's going to be even faster. But I don't feel like putting him in my best Savage gear or Lethal or Instinct or anything like that. So I'm just going to have him do this. Lifesteal. Those other sets may work. Actually, no. On the Dragon it wouldn't. You need Lifesteal because you could use the Mastery to heal when you're under 50% HP. But that's just going to get you to 50% HP. So if you remember, I said the Dragon does 25%, 50%, 75%, 100%. You got to make sure you're back to 100% HP every time before the Dragon does that big breath. But I think this is going to be a very consistent, very safe run, and actually a pretty good time as well. I don't think I'm even on unlimited FPS. So good time, not unlimited FPS. I haven't ran it a ton to see how consistent it is. It was a little bit sketchy there, but every time he attacks, he's doing a full heal. So it should be very, very consistent. And if it's not, just throw in Venomage. Run Venomage alongside him. It's going to be perfectly fine. But watch this. The first hit is not 25% HP. You can see that the blast proof is reducing it by 5%. The next hit usually is 50%, but you'll notice it's like 60%. Okay, so like he has 60% HP left. So I guess it would have done, what, 40%? So here we go. Let's see. Once he does that big breath, you can see that Fushan has a little bit more than 50% HP left, which it doesn't matter how much more he has. All that matters is on that fourth hit that it doesn't kill him, because you're going to notice you're going to need that fifth hit to actually survive and actually be able to kill the dragon. With Giant Slayer, he's fine. With War Master, he's probably fine as well. Whichever you use for Myth-Fu team, just keep that here. So there we go. That's the third hit. And it's looking pretty shaky. You're like, okay, he's going to die next hit, right? And he would usually. Without blast proof, he'd be dead. Sometimes I have seen him kill the dragon before he did that big breath right here, though. Let's see. Here it goes. All right, so we're just going to do a single target, single hit, the A1. Boom, big breath. And you can see he has a little sliver of health left, okay? Slither. He's not a snake. He doesn't have a slither of health. He has a sliver of health. So there we go. The poisons, they don't matter. You don't need resistance for him. And then we sell this piece of gear. 2 minutes and 33 seconds. Not a terrible time. Definitely not a speed run. But now Venomage, we'll do the exact same thing. Venomage is going to be very, very safe. Very, very consistent. Not an issue whatsoever. Venomage has all that damage reduction. Can maybe do stage 24. You can't do it with Fushan because Fushan is going to be weak affinity on stage 24. So you need Venomage. You could do Venomage plus somebody else on stage 24. As long as you can get past the marksman. Venomage is going to be perfectly fine everywhere else. But the marksman on that first stage has a chance of killing you. And will probably kill you. But if you could bring in a Krisk to provoke. Ramen could possibly work. Anybody who can lock down the enemy. There's a champion who does a stun. Basilisk maybe? I think the AoE stun, that could definitely work. You just want to make sure you keep the marksman locked down because he's the only person who really brings potential losses to that fight. So guys, I'm going to let this finish out in the background. There's no reason for me to stick around. Thank you all for watching. Enjoy this run, and I'll catch you all in the next video.